Last time, I designed the biggest crate mod railroad gun ever, but the only problem is that it's super impractical in survival. This is largely because of my very inadequate transportation system of rails and roads. Today, I'd like to start improving that. I'm going to build a new rail line through the colony to connect future factories, and I also plan on starting a large road and highway system to make moving other vehicles easy. It's come to my attention that there's a big problem with my ship captain. This guy is an axolotl, and apparently they will die if they're out of water for more than 5 minutes. I had no idea. Can you not be there I completely forgot you could... There we go. I completely forgot you could do that last time as well, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered dragging it on a lead all across the ocean. But thank you for letting me know, because now this guy doesn't have to, well, suffocate. Well, now that I have this guy, I feel like I should keep him as a pet, especially because I asked you guys to find a name for him, and immediately somebody commented to name him Edmund Fitzgerald, which is actually a really good name. We're gonna do that. So, how about it can live right here. He's got some water, and there's nothing around here that should attack it. Let me go get a name tag, and we'll be on our way. Well, hopefully you live a long and prosperous life in my pond. There's a bunch of villages on the shore nearby. There's got to be a cat somewhere. Oh, there's a cat over here. Finally. Orange cat, come here. Finally. Now there's a captain. Here's your schedule. Well, it's not a train yet. Here is your schedule. I guess we need a name for this as well, this captain. Not the Edmund Fitzgerald. We already did that. Soon we're going to have ammunition factories, which will supply everything military that I already have, from my Sturmgewehr all the way up to the Schwerer Gustav, I guess. All the ships are back home, all three of them in one spot. For now, I do need a place to offload it, so I might as well do it right here. And I'm just gonna get some storage drawers and stick it in that. This is gonna be super simple. I don't normally like to use these, but in this circumstance, and I don't have a lot of them, we can just do that. And see, you'll notice it already starts unloading right away, one stack at a time. So we'll just put 3 of these in each one. It's easy to make these, and in a really short amount of time it's gonna have emptied everything out. I said this would be fast, I was wrong. Okay, finally there, 5,000 ochre, 7,000 viridium, or 8,000 azurine, and then 22,000 crimsite. That's a whole lot of stuff. Look at all this stuff here. Let me just grab some of it. Like, what do we want? We want stuff for brass, right? So let's grab a bunch of this. I could throw this all in here, and 80% of that's going to turn into copper, this stuff, which is obviously a lot of stuff that I need. That's why I got it. And I already have a lot of copper stored up, by the way. Like, I've got stuff here, I've got stuff elsewhere. Mainly just because of all the dirt I've been mining, all the land I've been clearing. Copper generates so high up that I get a lot of it. Here, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go automate brass real fast in a non-industrial capacity. Easiest place I can get some free infinite fuel for a blaze burner to make brass is somewhere in the oil refinery. Where is a good pipe that I can stick this on? And oh look, my other temporary setup. We'll do that. I'm the master of temporary setups that end up staying around way longer than they should. That's gas, right? Yeah. I've even got rotational power right here. Oh yeah, here we go. I totally didn't forget a straw to give to the blaze burner so we can sip. Lots of crashes later, I got a straw. That was hard. Way harder than I expected. And it came at the price of, oh now look, the TPS is back to 80 when it was averaging around 45. So, womp womp, hopefully it improves. But here, take the straw and now take the gas, please. There better be, yes, thank you. So we've got some zinc, we've got more zinc, and we've got copper. Lots and lots of copper. Why do I have, oh yeah, it was even duplicating my stuff. sometimes, which was strange when it's crashing. But anyways, I don't want that. Now it's making brass. Yes, make the brass. Now we need to use the brass and make ammunition, because that's even better. Did I have any left over? Oh, I did this whole time. Thank you. I've only got 16 here, but that'll make some more. Very slowly. I wish I knew what caused the tick rate to go up and down like that, because sometimes it's like this, and then other times it's just chugging along at 45 or something, and it just seems to change, especially when the game starts crashing and having problems, which it did recently. My transportation is in shambles. My tank just spontaneously self-deconstructed, I guess. It's kind of unfortunate. Here, give me this. Come on, come on. Oh, what the heck? Oh, here we go. Oh, this thing is so annoying to deal with. Trying to fit this in here is just such a nightmare. Here, it's in place now. It just periodically leaves, which just seems to be the way it goes. I don't seem to be able to do much about that. This tunnel might be a little small for the tank, but it's built more for cars, and cars typically won't be this big. Over here as well is a unfinished part of my train tracks, and this is really important to get done. Probably the first thing we're gonna do actually is this. But this track, a track down here, is almost a subway, and it's supposed to go back into this hill, and it's supposed to be coming from this direction. Oh sweet, I left this as a train, so let's use it right now. I'm gonna drive over there and start digging this out. Oh, I need to get it onto the other track. Here. This is the right way to go on the track. Short of just using the wrench and then using crate mod to just like teleport it to the other side, which I totally could do. You know, I just remembered something. This is actually tunnel digging, and I have something called a tunnel bore machine, which I haven't used in a while. And this isn't just I'm laying a track above ground. No, like that's a tunnel. There was a tunnel behind me. How about I just go get the tunnel bore? I mean, yeah, it's gonna lag the game even more, but it's cool. So I think I've taken this as far as I can with the tunnel bore, because look, it gets really small. I actually need to use the other thing probably, but the tunnel bore cleared this out, and it cleared out an area here. So that's pretty good. Better not be anyone in the way, because if there are, then they're gonna get run over. I'm making this track go pretty far back before it starts going up, because I don't want it to conflict with the entrance to the bunker. So it's gonna start right here, and hopefully this isn't a gradual enough slope to get over there. It has to go, I think, to like 107 or something. Well, good news, I barely made it. You'll look over here once I get through this dirt. So now I just have to get the track down there. If I did that right, it should be an unbroken slope at the same angle. Yeah, it looks like it. No, wait. It's hard to tell. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. It's basically an unbroken slope, so yeah, I can get this thing out here now, and I'll get the tunnel bore and head on up the mountain. Coming through, guys. Hopefully no one's in the way. This totally fits, by the way. Oh yeah, you're a little bit stuck. Well, that's too bad. Oh shoot, somebody just got annihilated a little bit, or a lot. Alright, this looks about like where I should turn on the drills again. It made it. Look at that nice tunnel right there. Oh, it did a good job even. Not much for me to do to clean this up. Another issue is the right-hand rail here is the one that goes out that way, and the left-hand one is coming back. So a train that came here would basically have to go all the way to the end of this line and then turn around and then come back, which is a really far out of the way. Great, so I just went through that, cleared out a bit more, put down a bit more gravel, and this spot up here is pretty flat, so I actually kind of want to try to put a turnaround up here if I can fit it. I can just clear out this area right there. Bring it around. Yes. Oh, shoot. Okay, take two. Bring it around. Nice. Okay, so now it's connected again. I'll just have to program some train signals into this so that it doesn't screw up everything else. But now trains going out can turn around and go back without having to go thousands of blocks to the mountains. I realized a few things as I was developing this. Like, a lot of the tick rate problem is being caused by too many animals nearby. Now, if you look up there, you can see there's close to 400 entities here. 80 cows, 58 chickens, 43 pigs, and 160 sheep are in this area. And I've done the testing on the other world where I got rid of them. And it dropped this down to about like 40 or something, which is a pretty big improvement. I wonder what I might do about this problem. Also, how about you farm some corn? Completely unrelated to anything else, just start corn farming, okay? That'd be pretty cool. Have fun. Oh, pink sheep. I'll let you live. Why are there so many of them here? Look at, what is the Minecraft generation doing? Alright, so the animal count mysteriously decreased to these numbers, and now we are running at about 45 TPS, so that increased it quite a bit. Awesome. I wonder how they're doing with the corn. There's a distinct lack of corn planting. I'm working on a road design right now, and this is kind of the logical thing, but it just doesn't look good. It's like a super stylized road where it's like super dark asphalt, and then this thing is it's super light. It doesn't actually look very similar to a real highway. And look, that might be just because most of the highways are ancient anyways, and not very many new stretches are being built. But even the new ones that I have been on, they don't typically look like that. So I don't particularly like that very much. But I have a few other possibilities here that I'm trying to work on. So why don't I just world edit this real fast? I was thinking of this block instead, but now it doesn't actually look that, it doesn't look that good. Let's see how this stacks up with the tank. Oh. The tank is larger than cars, but the cars are going to be probably 4 blocks wide. And even that is a little bit small. I think it needs to be 1 block wider on each side. That's pretty good for the oversized tank, which is all I really have as a reference. Remember, the tank is oversized compared to most vehicles we would want, but even here it fits pretty well. I picked this block here because I tested everything else and it just didn't look very good. Either it was just too flat gray or this was just too dark. And you might be wondering why it's only just 1 block type, because I've often used, like for here, multiple block types. And the reason is because if I'm going to make extremely long highways, especially if I want to even auto build it potentially, I can't really do a mix and matched 50-50 thing or something more complicated. It really needs to be just one of these, one type of block in order to do massive amounts of it. And this is eroded blackstone. Need to add a tree or something over here, maybe some flowers or something like that. But I've got a bridge that connects the 2 areas, so that part is pretty good. But I'm planning out the road that I want here now. I was thinking this part's already elevated, so what if we had right here, it goes diagonal. We have like an overpass here, and then it slopes down there, and then it connects down there, and then we have another part of it that, well, it really turns this way and then reaches this part. But otherwise, it comes in from this area. It like goes diagonal this way and then goes straight into this hill. If this sounds really confusing, I'll try to visualize it with dirt in a minute. But I thought that I could have the road come out of the ground pretty much So it's all the way over there right now. I thought I could have it come around and come out of the ground there at some point. I somehow got my trains to deadlock up here, by the way. So I'm gonna try to fix that. There, now it's not deadlocked. You go that way. Try not to run anyone over. Although I don't know, I don't have a lot of faith in this. And I think this one is going on its new route, which means I want to go. Can you open up? Well, whatever. I want to go with it because it's going to go this way and then down there. And I was meaning to go grab it anyways until I saw it was deadlocked. Also, my artillery is having a bad day right now. Here's the first train that we've had going this direction. And it's not looking like it's going to hit the bridge, which is awesome. Oh yeah, it's got plenty of clearance. This is cool. It only does a little bit of clipping. It's pretty cool. Pretty decent. It might clip through the castle just a small... just a little bit, guys. This is not that bad. This is a good start on the highway system, and I'm really glad that I picked this color because I wanted it to be distinguished from this, which is kind of like the parking lot town pathway color, building like area pathway color, as opposed to big highway. So it is distinguishable, and I think it looks pretty good even just as a solid block all by itself. For being simple, it's not too bad. If I were not having to make a lot of this, then yeah, I would make it more detailed. I also am going to try to make this bridge actually look good, kind of similar to that. I was picking similar blocks. I don't want it to just look like some kind of terrible highway overpass. I don't mind it looking like that a little bit here, but the actual bridge needs to look halfway decent, but not right this second. What I do want to do before we end the video, though, is go over here. And I want to get the tank and try to drive it and see how it goes. So by the way, yeah, I have this part. I have like this off-ramp here that takes you down to that area, and that might go somewhere else at some point. We'll have to see. This whole bridge is still a bit of a tight squeeze getting it around that university, and this tank is pretty darn big. I'll try not to run my guards over. I'll try to run the mobs over. Well, yeah, it totally fits. What about down the off-ramp? Even fits down the off-ramp. The road is working just as I intended, just like a road. It can fit the oversized tank, which means it'll definitely be able to fit cars. And this double wide road will be able to fit oversized vehicles like that drilling machine that I have. Although it will take up both lanes. But it doesn't matter in this case because I'm the only one on the road. I have the whole road to myself. But that's where we're gonna have to end this video today. I was hoping to do more, but just I had a chaotic week and didn't have as much time as I wanted to record, so apologies for that. But next time, we'll probably be working on some kind of new factory for ammunition or brass or something like that. We'll have to see. I'm also just looking forward to expanding the road network because I'm having fun. I can't wait to build a big tunnel behind me into the mountain and then connect it up. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button down below. I've been Sbeev. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.